Hello guys, good afternoon. Okay, we have about 15 people here. Okay. Let me check for questions. Interesting. Wow, a lot of questions on the library design assignment. All right. Can we extend the height of our desktop? Yes, we can. Okay, so all right. Okay, so and it's that some people have started submitting the library assignments. And what I've been seeing has not been impressive at all. Okay, so this is what we'll do. And I believe Udwas tried to show you guys some things, and I would say you guys have a whole lot of work to do. So I know Udwas showed you guys some basic things. I'll also do it on my own. And part of a way to guide you on how to go about this would be, now we gave you guys let me share this part. Let me get the browser. Yep. So yeah. Yeah, so we gave you guys this. I'm trying to get the question. First off, based on this explanation, your main expectation is supposed to be landing page, login page, sign up page, dashboard. And I believe at the end of it, there's this notes that says you should research on Dribble, Behance, and Figma, and also ensure you make your design file accessible. And this link is the link to this post for this that says this, right? So now let's go to Dribble. Now this is Dribble. Part of the way you search on Dribble on stuff we are doing something related to library. So if we do, for example, I'm searching for a library. Okay, let me bring this out and so I believe you guys can see. So first and first, you have to design you have to design a landing page in every landing page. design a landing page, a dashboard, a login screen. As you can see, all I did was search for library landing page. For example, this came out. So if I decide to come here, see an example of this is an error session for this. At this point, this is how Teslim Ajani, please check your LMS. You would see all the resources there. When you go to the LMS, you see your resources there. So as you can see, this is a sample of an error session. Now, a typical landing page has an error session. This is not the full landing page. This is just an error session of the landing page. You can see it has header, it has its CTA tag, CTA button, it has its images. This is just one inspiration. This is another one. This is another one. Right? Then when you go to like randomly when you look, okay, look at this. Now let's go to Behance. So you see some things you can get from a way to search on Behance. This is me just trying to show you how you can search on Behance because your lack of research is your lack of research is why I noticed that a lot of you guys are doing random stuff. So yeah, let's just say landing page. I'm sorry, it's not typing. Maybe. Let's see what did it bring up. You can see different inspiration on a landing page. You can explore different style of how you want your landing page to be. And you see the way people use color, you see the way the aesthetic is nice, and all. These are just things to give you inspiration. Now on Figma community, when I go to Figma, I'm trying to open Figma to show you guys how you can also search for stuff on Figma community because based on what I see on you guys are doing, a lot of you guys are not showing like following the basic principles of some of these things. So I'm going to the community. Now you're here in the community, my search bar is here. For example, let's see. Okay, so I learned. Now, not everything in Figma community is okay, and not everything use. However, you'll be able to sort out, oh, this part, this will guide me to do what I'm supposed to do, like understand what you're meant to do, and stuff like that. So, like for this person now, you can get to see. Okay, this one has a lot of UI kits and stuff. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, so if you search, my network is kind of slow, so things might not come out the way they're supposed to come out. Okay, so this person is doing a fitness landing page. So let's see what this person has. This person has a lot of different types of landing page on their page. They have fitness, fashion, and also fintech. No. So let's check this out. Okay, I'm not going to duplicate. I just want you guys to see how. Okay, why does it keep going back? What's up? I just want you guys to see how this person did something here. So this is going on here, and as you can see, learn about us. You can see that they divided their landing page into section. Continuation of this side is here. Can you see this is the part where this is their footer. This is a footer. That's how typically a footer is supposed to look like. Let's see if there's something else here. I wanted to give you guys a brief of how you see the way people use color, how they mix their use of color and stuff like that. Yeah, my next is kind of slow, so it's taking time to load. So you can see how this person did their Euro session here, how they did another type of Euro session here, how they did another type here, another type here, another type of Euro session here. Basically, a landing page is like, the main part of your website that tells people everything that goes on your website and stuff like that. So when you're designing your landing page, you need to design something that is attractive. Put it this way, when you design something, after you're done designing, look at it and say that if you jam a website that looks exactly the way you design it, would you be interested in using that website? If your answer is no, meaning you need to do a better job. So that is one. So, okay, these are just, random places where you can pick stuff you want to, do or check out, stuff like that. So moving on, I saw Uda's class. She gave you guys like a brief way on how your landing page will look like. And part of the rule is that someone is asking if they should use another screen size aside you only need to design for one screen size. So let's do this. When you go to your frames, only use the screen size, this desktop, only this desktop. And then you rename one landing page. Let me duplicate this. Name this your sign up. You don't need to design for a mobile screen. You're only designing for a web screen. You don't need to design for a mobile screen, you're designing for a web screen. And then your dashboard. So and then you log in. So you have your 4 screens that you're designing. All the screens, this one, they wouldn't need any, scroll up or extension, but this would definitely need to be extended this way. And this, depending on what you're designing or you can say extend your dashboard to, depending on what you're working on or what you're designing. So, so most likely your frames will be most likely like this. Your dashboard, if you need to extend, you can extend your dashboard to, but not too much, but you can extend the height, but on all of this, don't extend any of the widths. Never extend it like this, or you decide to extend like this. Never do that. So now sections that you have for, let me give this particular color so that we would recognize what we are doing. I'm going to use blue for this wireframing. Very light shade of blue. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So I'll be using blue. Can you say it's still a frame that I selected? I'm not using anything rectangle. So for this blue, this is a section from my header. I like my header being a height of like 80, between 80 to 100. So let's say for this purpose, let's just leave it at 100. That's my height. The next thing, I'll duplicate this and bring it. This is the wireframe, mind you. So this is going to be my hero session, right? So I have, let me add a stroke to this so that the marcation will be there. So this is just my area session. Now, my second session, this is a wireframe. Yes. If I was designing this, if this was the actual design, the background, my background color will be white. I would prefer using a total background of white. But because this is a wireframe, that's why I had to put a very light wireframe color. So now, this is a session where I'll have another title, and try to leave the title here. Yes. Then I can have something here that says maybe something about books here. And I'm giving this one radius corner of, let's say, let's assume 16. Right, then I've duplicated this, and then I'm duplicating this. I'm putting this into an auto layout. Now I want the space between them to be like 16. Sorry, 16. To say it's too small, so I'm doing it. So I have 24. Mind you, it's still too big, so I'm reducing this, I'm reducing the height because I want to square. I'm not okay. Now, yeah, I think I skipped something. Part of what I first usually do still as well is creating my grade system. So I'll be creating my grade columns. So my margin, I like using for website, I like using 80, 100. So for this, I'm using 80. I got that for 30 now. So let me add this as a style grid one. Then for my dashboard, I like using a little bit different grid system for my dashboard. So it's still be 12. My daughter will still be 32. However, my margin will be probably 40 for my, so I'll create this one and add 2. So this is what I'm using. So now, since I'm doing this, my error session will not pass here. The content for my error session will not pass here. Okay, so let me just skip this. So this one, meaning I can extend this a little bit. Yeah. So this is just a layout I'm doing. As you can see, I'm zooming into the last one. Okay. Everything is covered. This is staying where it's supposed to stay. Now I can hide this now. So now in my header, I want my logo. I'm picking up another frame. So I'm representing this with white. So this is representing where my logo will be. So remember the content here will not pass this grid line based on the grade I've set. So I am doing this. So now my text, I'll have probably, let's say 4 texts, for example. So I'm just trying to show you a layout. So this represents 1 text. So this, let's say 1 more. So let's assume. So this. I'm reducing the length and then putting them in a layout. Now they are in equal space. Let me give them 48. Remember, I'm using the 8 points spacing system. Then yeah, I want maybe 1 city here also. So this is representing my button. So this is my logo. This is my PTA text. Now, this will represent 2 buttons. One will be the primary and one will be the secondary. And I have to turn this on again so that I can see, check on this and this, put them in the layout, and ensure they are not passing set boundary. The space between them and giving them 64. The space between this one and giving them 64. Oh, okay, I guess it's this. Let me give this 48 then. I'll give this 48. I'll give this 48 too. And I'll put this to in auto layout as well. So this is just the layout of how my dashboard, my header will look like. No, you guys are not meant to draw wireframe first. I'm just using this to show you guys layout because I don't want to actually do the entire design and then people will be doing exactly the design I've done. Yeah, so no, I'm just trying to show you guys how you can get creative with your layouts and not do something crazy. So let's say this, I want 20, 20, let's do one star, 20. Okay, so I got it. So I'm doing this. I'm doing this, let me flip it. I'm doing this. Let me flip it. I'm doing this. Let me flip it. Okay. Now I have this. Oh, sorry, mistake. This and this other layout, this and this other layout, then this and this other layout. So I have this, meaning I'll be having probably like 4 books image that I'll be putting in here. See again, like I said, I don't want them to go beyond this. Okay. Because I want to increase the size. Okay. All right. I'm shifting them down. So as to give myself space here. Okay. I have the space I need. Probably have this. Now, mind you, this has to be 24, meaning the gap gets to us 24. So same, same space vertically and horizontally, same space. Do not give them like different space. And this and this, I'm putting them in a layout and I'm giving years for probably 72. Then this to this. Yep. So next section. I have another session coming up around here. And then let's say this is probably a contact us session or something. So I draw my frame again. Depending on the contents you want to put here. And then this last session is for my footer. So this is my footer. This is thank you. Maintaining equal spacing here is highly important. I'm giving this 100. This session, yeah, this has to be 72. 72. And maybe final time session here. Maybe you'll join our newsletter session. This is probably join our newsletter session for the page. So this join our newsletter session before the landing page. Remember, the white space here and here should be like 72. Because I used 72 in the previous ones, so I'm sticking to 72. Yep, 72. Just by this alone, okay. So this one, this is the one I use for my text here. So this is like my header text, Then this is like my slim text, This one might be like this. This one might be, and this one is probably my CTA button. Oh, yeah. My CTA button might come here and I might still have slim text. Sorry. Slim text. My CTA button one. I'm trying to have two states. Put this one into the layout. So let's assume these are my CTAs. And yeah. So this, now this, all of this here. All of this, be not layout. This and this is one text. So this and this, this and this will not layout. Then this and this will not be not layout. And they're both centralized. And yes, so I have the layout for my landing page. I know that whatever information I'm putting in my landing page will be like this. Doesn't mean that these cards will end up being white at the end of the day. So with this, and this does not mean that, okay, I think let me use a white background here. So let me first do this because I want to switch up. So let's 3, 4, 5, 6 before people start doing. Yeah, so before people start doing what is what, so this is like, let me add a stroke at the bottom to bottom. Yes. No, not that. Yes, bottom. So I can assume that this session now is another session, right? So this session is supposed to be. So So this session might not be, let me give it its own color. Let's assume so that it's be able to demarcate it from. So you can see, I've got this, and this is how the layout I want for my. As you can see, the consistency of equal spacing in between. I know. Yes, you can do wireframing to be white and black, as long as me, sometimes I do this sort of shades sometimes. Let me bring it out. I do this shade, and sometimes I use this shade for my wireframe. Yeah. Sometimes I use these two shades. So let me move it up. These are the two shades I use for my wireframing. Yeah. Yes. So okay, so the reason I prefer using frame over rectangle, let me explain it to you again. Frames make your stuff easy and smooth. For example, let me get a text somewhere. Let me pick up a text here. Okay, so I'm picking this right up. I'll see the difference between frames and rectangle. So this right up, I'm taking a rectangle now. So this is a rectangle, right? And this is a frame. So this same text, I'll put it in this rectangle. Hence, it's not showing. It's not coming out. But it is there. But it's not showing. Let me put it to the side. So I'll put one inside the frame. Can you see that it entered inside the frame? Let me expand this frame. As you can see, it entered inside this frame, right? Now let me expand this rectangle. And as for this rectangle, it's not coming inside. It is outside. I have to bring it to the front for it to see. If I take it back, you cannot see. I will now bring it to the front, like that. So I have this and this. When you look at them, you say, they are the same thing, right? But they are not. If you decide to carry whole, you see the moment you click on it, what are you selecting? You're only picking the rectangle. And rectangle have all these radius elements for you to change the shape and stuff. And when I come and click on the frame, it's not all the frame I'm clicking on. I'm clicking on the content inside. So if I lift the frame moves around with everything. So nothing is capturing my text is intact. But when I come here, I said, let me shift this. Can you see that my text is gone? And you'll be looking that where's your text? You left your text behind. So rectangles are majorly for when you want to design or create something to become like a vector, like when you double click on it, you can edit your rectangle, give it additional shapes, transform it to whatever you want to transform. You can use your rectangle to, be extra creative. However, I cannot do all this thing with frames. I can't do all this thing like this I'm doing with frames. You can use your rectangle to create nice patterns that you can add to your design to give your design some spice. All those. An example of that is, let me show you something. Yeah. So if I take a rectangle, for example, this is my rectangle. And then this is radius, right? Then now, with this rectangle, I've created a vector. I created another shape that I can use as a pattern in my design. And this can be repeated any other place as, something like, okay, now this is my sign-up page. I want my sign-up page to have like a spice of something, sure. So I'm adding this to my sign-up page. And there's this is the frame where I have all my input box and all for my sign-up, right? So this is where I'm having, extra vectors. Wait, this is two. Yeah. So with rectangle, I've been able to fit, create this, what's the word? Let me flip. I've created this, nice shape that I could use over and over again. Say I could use it to form anything I needed to form. I can use it to form anything I needed to form. Randomly, can just play with it. These are the work. This is what most times I use rectangle for. I don't use them for anything major. I just use them to create pattern, extra aesthetics to my design. See, now I'll not carry all of them, and then I'll group them. Sorry. I'll group them. Now I have a pattern that I can use anywhere, anytime, and I created them using rectangles. So basically, that's how I've been able to, that's what I use rectangle for. And what's the word? I don't use rectangle for any of my stuff, especially when I'm having text and the rest. I don't use it to like I don't use rectangle to do anything else aside that. Any other thing I want to create, I just use some frames. For example, let me bring in something to show you guys what I did. I know if somebody else wanted to do something similar, they would have used a rectangle. But somehow for me, I always have a way to use my frames. So assuming I want to add, so yeah, as you can see, if someone else wanted to do this, they'll probably have used a rectangle to put behind and then put the image in front. But I rather use a what's it called? I rather use a frame and a frame together. And even if I want to convert this frame to circle, it's a matter of locking it and also giving like let's say 450. And then I have my circle. So whatever shape I need my frames to do, that I can do with all of this. I only use this anytime I want to draw patterns or create stuff. I don't use them for my elements or stuff in my design. By grouping, I just do Ctrl-G. Yeah, so your listening is website. So you need to maintain website screen. So anyway, I think I'll be ending the class soon. So my key point here is that ensure your layout spacing in your design has equal spacing, horizontally, vertically, have equal spacing between sections. When a session is ending and when another session is beginning, use the same spacing. See, I use 72 here. If you check here, it's 72. If you check here to here, 72. If you check here to here, 72. If you check here to here, okay, this is 372. So my point is maintain that equal spacing. Okay, this is not equal, so let me adjust this. This is 21 and this is 32. So I'll make everything 24. And I'll make this one 24. I'll make this also 24. So as you can see, I now have my equal spacing horizontally and vertically. So anyway, you're going to use card, and inside a card, you can put another card. Instead of using rectangle, I'll carry another frame and draw the frame inside it. You see? I'll still draw the frame inside it. Now in this frame, I'll ensure that yeah, the same. So I want to use 32, for example. So if here is 32, I'll reduce this and make sure it's 32. I'll just select it, make it auto layout. I ensure I have 32 here and I ensure I have 32 here. And then I'll drag this. And my radius is 16. I'll also put 16 here. If that's what you want to do. So equal spacing, frame always, rectangle never, frame always. So if you want to bring in text here, so this can be, assume this is my text. This is probably the name of my book. And maybe, name of my book and probably my 5-star. So and I'll repeat the same for all my cards. So now all my cards are the same. Same structure, same style, same. It gives that consistency. No, I'm not saying you have to do everything. It's just example. I'm trying to show you how, when you're creating your own, however layout you are using, ensure the spacing is right, the color selection is right. Don't use what's the word? Don't use. I'll try as much as possible to avoid rectangles so that your work will not be disjointed. What else again, based on your questions? Questions relating to the library tags. No, and the user story is not necessary for you to follow every single story there. That's just a guide of something you can do, of what is expected of you, and stuff like that. It's just a simple layout of probably if I will design the website, how it to go and how I would like my direction to go. Anyway, guys, I will be ending the class now. Thanks for tuning in and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.